this ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Love's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Not a day in my life. Running my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
STRO. Yeah. How many y'all?
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
We gon' work. Blue lady. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the ball. Flip. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On second down, Whitley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Winston. And he's got Will Tye complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready. Black, check. No. 3-17. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Whitley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and he connects with Ertz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tyrone Crawford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
First down, Lions.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings.
Ready? Move ready. Check. No. We ain't giving them nothing.
From the red zone now, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hey,
On play action, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 35-yard line.
Come on, 180. Check, 54. 18. Watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Drop deep. Check, wait.
Throwing, Winston. Gets past one man. And this is caught by Evans. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
Here's Winston. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Jennings. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Here we go.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vikings. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tight right.
On first down, Trubisky staying on his feet. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, Charlie. Mike, check.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's caught by Jennings. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. From the 41, Trubisky. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up,
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the carry, it's Hill. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's convert. Let's convert now.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They go play action. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
61, matchbox, right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky will throw. This is Jennings. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Trubisky on first down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Alert.
Trubisky to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley, big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Whitley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down now, Whitley. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now they'll run with Lewis. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Whitley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Miami, Blue Ladies, right there in the middle, 55. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, let's go.
On 3rd down, Whitley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Lock in, lock in. 59. I got you. I got you.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota,